All right. Wow. This is probably gonna be a long one. How much memory do I have on this? That's enough. Alrighty. Endeavor might be no. In manga and anime. In Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, there's this guy that and he's kind of a side character, but he's a scientist who, in the quest to bring back his wife, transforms his daughter and her dog into one messed up creation through human transmutation. Candidate for worst dead. Goku let another man raise his eldest son so that he could go train and fight bad guys. Candidate for worst dad. Endeavor restricted his child from his siblings, abused his mother to the point where she hurt the child, and then had her locked away so that he could train this 5-year-old how to be tougher. Candidate for worst dad. Wow. And here I was about to connect some of the relationships qualities that Endeavor and Todoroki have to me and my dad, but my dad's a way better dad than this. Man, what chapter was this? 38, 39? I feel like it's 39, yeah. My Hero Academia, chapter 39, entitled Endeavor's the worst character in anime or manga ever. It almost overshadows how awesome the back and forth and Midoriya's motive is on the actual fighting platform in this chapter. How horrible Endeavor is as a person. Like, to have that mindset, and nothing should drive you to where you hurt your significant other. To go hurt another person, period, especially a woman, and take that how you want to, I don't care. That's just how I was raised, and that, like, you don't do things like that. And to where, like, he abused this woman to see the evil in him, in her child, and be driven into madness by it is despicable. Despicable. It's horrible. And for him to vow to never use his dad's half of his power scope in combat, and when it counts, to never use it is admirable. I understand it a lot, and it's more than just he's doing it for his mom. And I have a very special relationship with both my parents, separately and together. Like, with my mom and dad, and my dad. All three of those are separate in a way. Like, there's also something that makes them special. But, like, I talk to my mom a lot. And so I vibe with that a lot. And this put Shoto up there in the character. He's my number 2 favorite character behind Bakugo, for this moment alone, where to be dealing with all of that and to take the training still and apply it to the goals that you understand you have and that you've nurtured for a reason, and like his mom understands his goals, where he wants to be a hero and he does not want to be the kind of hero his dad is. He wants to be a different kind of hero. I am like, man, this is fire. This is fire. And on the flip side, Midoriya, All Might has this moment in the chapter where he's like, Midoriya, what's driving you here? Like, although you're extremely driven, kid, this is more than what you usually put out. And it's to save Todoroki from Todoroki. Like, it's to save him from being less than what he should be, but also less than what he wants to be. Like with all of them having the same goal of being number one for their own reasons, he says for you to do that at half strength is not what you want, and it's disrespectful to everybody that you work with. Like, if you're gonna be number one because you are better, not because the half of you like you made better. Like, be you, be all of you. That spoke volumes to Todoroki, and it should speak volumes to anyone who reads this. To where it's like, bro, you should put your all into this, because no one wants to get where they want to go going half speed, or halfway isn't where you want to be. Now to the actual combat of the chapter before I get stuck back on Endeavor. Endeavor actually is going to make me have to... I liked his character design. Combat. Best part of this from a pure combat standpoint is, one, Midoriya having to visualize how to punch him and not hurt himself. And he did. Like, this is the first time he landed an actual blow on Todoroki. This is actually the first time we've seen anybody that's in his realm of combat land a blow on Todoroki. And it's Midoriya. And Midoriya is doing it because he's showing a tenacity that he hasn't shown yet. Where it's like, okay, I'm going to get through to you. And he does. He lands that punch. The best part, though, is when Todoroki rushes him, he had, like, to flick his thumb. I was like, bro. Although he could have but he couldn't make a fist. He used his fingers for the blast so much that he couldn't make a fist. And so, just putting those two together, where he was like, I need to use my thumb because I haven't used it yet. So, flick was incredibly witty at the time. It was definitely, I wouldn't have predicted it happening. But the combat flow where he's like, your ice is getting weaker and I'm only getting stronger. And he wasn't getting stronger. The commentary between, or the inner monologue between Eraserhead and Midnight and Cementos, where they're like, look, we should probably think about stopping this, because he's pushing himself to a limit where he doesn't need to push himself to. We believe he's doing it because he can get healed, but even if he wins this the way he's pushing himself, getting healed that one time by Recovery Girl, he won't be able to fight in the next round. And Eraserhead like has this commentary where he's like, no, I think he understands what he's doing, where this is him controlling what he can control. But for him to give up would go against how he is. Like, that's not who he is as a student. Of course, that's not who he is as a student. And just showing the dog in him to keep going the way he is, outstanding. Forcing Shoto to realize, like, look, your powers are your own. Your powers are your own. The half of you that you got from your mom is you, but the half of you that you got from your dad is still you. And you got to use it to watch him be like, alright, my ice is getting weaker, but the left is good. And turn the fire on at the end of the chapter with a smile. Monumental. That fire sparked 5 fire emojis back to back, maybe even 3 in a row. I don't know what the chapter before this last chapter was, but definitely 2 in a row, 5 fire emojis, because sheesh. Horikoshi, sheesh. I'm kind of overwhelmed with the mix of seeing Midoriya get through to somebody, especially with how long he's been trying to get through to Kachin, about how Bakugo, like, he respects Bakugo and he wants to earn Bakugo's respect. And to see him finally break through to a classmate was huge. To see All Might understand, like, where Midoriya's mind is and how good of a decision it was for him to pick Midoriya as the recipient of All for One, of one for all, of the power. I think it's one for all, because that would be one person helping it. One for all. For him to pick somebody to be the recipient and it turned out to be Midori, I feel like he's very happy with that choice, as he should be, as he completely should be right now, because Midori is showing so much growth in these last few chapters that he didn't show. Like, I didn't see this kind of character coming from Midori. Like, even the headstrong, I want to be number one hero because of All Might, I didn't see him being able to reach through people through fighting and through speaking truths into their world. I didn't experience. I wasn't prepared to experience that, and I'm joyed with it. Now, my connection that I wanted to bring up from the last chapter and parts of this chapter still, after taking a breath, is that I understand wanting to step out of your dad's shadow, and I also understand wanting to be your own type of thing, where there's a superhero and mine will connect to football, because I wouldn't be me if I didn't. But my dad played college football at the University of Arkansas, and then also had like a pretty long professional football career in the NFL, the CFL, and the Arena Football League as well, where he had played for a couple different teams. And as a kid, loving the game, I always, even though he never found a way to put that pressure on me, I always felt like stressed when it came to like, what do I want to do with football? Because I wanted to go be just as good as him, if not better. Like, just work my hardest to see where I could go. And my main goal with football is I wanted football to pay for school for me. Like, I wanted to go play college football at the University of Arkansas, just like my dad did, and go have this awesome career just like my dad did playing football, because I loved it. And I loved it not only because of like I grew up in it or around it, but I loved it because it was something that I connected with him with. Like, I still talk to my dad every Sunday and we pick NFL games. That's our thing. Football is our thing. And so not going to the University of Arkansas felt like a letdown for me for a while. I felt that for a while. And not having like this super long football career after school was a problem for me for a while. Like, it kind of, I was messed up without playing because I had done it so long, and it was such a head forward goal to make it to college to play that once I did it and graduated, it was just like, well, up next is to go play pro football, and not even really investing in that all the way like I should have. But that's another story. But having to go realize, like, on signing day when I signed, me and my dad had a conversation, and I still thank him for this conversation where he was like, don't sign over here because you want to make us happier, because you want to play football because I play football, because I'll show up at every practice you want me to, but I'm not going to be the one practicing. I'll show up to every game you play in, but you'll be the one playing. So it has to be something you want. It has to be something that you're driven to do. And at that moment, everything clicked, where it's like, I've been out your shadow. I've been creating my own lane. And we didn't play the same position. We stopped wearing the same number. Like, I stopped wearing the same number as my dad around like 9 or 10 years old. Stopped playing the same position around that same time. And it was like, even though like I clearly understood how to, it was just like, I'll never go do that because that's not the lane I want to be in. And at that age, I didn't understand why. But that is my connection to part of Todoroki's character. And now I'm realizing how small of a piece that is of his character. But Horikoshi, you did it again. Banger. If you guys like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Check out the other videos that are coming out today. Hopefully there are videos that come out today. That means I've done my job correctly, of course. And please comment. Let me know what you guys thought about this chapter, or my review style. What things you liked and didn't like. share your content ideas, because I'm always open to try new things as well. Let's build this channel, because this channel is all me. Everything that I put up is stuff that like I'm into or that I want to try doing. So check that out as well. And be easy. Have a great, blessed rest of your day. I'm out.